Dear students, good evening everybody. Now I am going to discuss a poem named Asleep in the Valley written by Arthur Rimbaud. Rimbaud adopted the title Asleep in the Valley from the French term La Dormeur du Val, that means sleeper of the valley. In fact, Rimbaud wrote the poem during his adolescence when a bloody war was waged between France and Germany. Asleep in the Valley falls into the category of war poetry that deals with the innumerable destruction caused by war, Rimbaud brilliantly contrasts the vibrant liveliness of the atmosphere of the Green Valley with the cold, lifeless body of a young soldier. In fact, this poem was written during 1870s, though it is a sonnet, but the poet didn't follow the structure of the sonnet form here. In this poem, the poet comes across the young soldier who is asleep on the ferny field of a deserted valley washed in the dazzling sunshine, but a closer view reveals that the soldier is nothing but a casualty of war. Asleep in the Valley is definitely a war poetry. That the tragedy of war and the soldier's death is highlighted here. That makes the readers feel sympathy towards the young soldier. If we go through the poem, at the very outset, the poet gives a very vivid description of the natural surroundings. A small green valley that is covered with dazzling sunshine, where a stream flows in a zigzag motion that appears like long silver ribbon. The poet talks about the valley in such a manner as if he is enchanted by its natural splendor. Gradually, his glance falls on a very young soldier lying asleep on the ferny floor of the valley. The poet suggests that the soldier lies open mouthed, stretching himself in the heavy undergrowth. Further, he drops a hint that the dense shrubbery cannot be a comfortable spot for relaxing. But in the midst of these natural surroundings, one is amazed to find two bullet marks that the soldier is victimized. The poem is full of ironic overtones. The poet addresses the nature to keep him warm, to keep the soldier warm, but ultimately the soldier is victimized. So it's nothing but irony. Now we are going to discuss the text. A small green valley where a slow stream flows and leaves long strands of silver on the bright grass. ছোট্ট একটি সবুজ উপত্যকা যেখানে ধীর গতির একটি ছোট নদী বয়ে চলেছে, আর উজ্জ্বল ঘাসের উপর সেই নদী রেখা যাচ্ছে দীর্ঘ রূপালী তটরেখা। From the mountain stream the sun's rays, they fill the hollow full of light. পর্বতের চূড়া থেকে ঝর্ণার মতো নেমে আসছে সূর্যের কিরণ, তারা ছোট্ট উপত্যকাটিকে আলোয় ভরিয়ে তুলছে। A soldier, very young, lies open-mouthed. খুব তরুণ এক সৈনিক শুয়ে আছে মুখ খুলে। A pillow made of fern beneath his head, asleep. ফার্ন গাছের তৈরি বালিশ তার মাথার নিচে, ঘুমন্ত সে, stretched in the heavy undergrowth, pale in his warm, green, sun-soaked bed. ঘন ঝোপঝাড়ের উপর মেলে থাকা তার উষ্ণ সবুজ রৌদ্র স্নাত বিছানা যেন একটু মলিন। His feet among the flowers, he sleeps. ঘুমাচ্ছে সে, পা দুটি তার ফুলের মধ্যে। His smile is like an infant, gentle without guile. হাসিটা তার শিশুর মতো, মৃদু, কোনো রকম ভনিতাহীন। All nature keep him warm. He may catch cold. ওহে প্রকৃতি, উষ্ণ রাখো তাকে, হয়তো তার ঠান্ডা লেগে যেতে পারে। The humming insect don't disturb his rest. গুনগুন করা পতঙ্গগুলো তার বিশ্রামে ব্যাঘাত ঘটাচ্ছে না। He sleeps in sunlight. One hand on his breast at peace. বুকের উপর তার একটা হাত রেখে রৌদ্রে ঘুমিয়ে আছে সে শান্তিতে। In his side there are 2 red holes. আর তার শরীরের পাশটিতে 2টি লাল রক্তাক্ত গর্ত। Now let us discuss the words and annotations. A soldier very young, that means young soldiers are generally go to the battlefield. আসলে তরুণ সৈনিকেরাই সাধারণত যুদ্ধক্ষেত্রে যায়। Open mouthed. Actually the term implies that the poet is profoundly asleep. অর্থাৎ বিষয়টি এই অর্থ বহন করছে যে সৈনিকটি গভীর ঘুমে আচ্ছন্ন। A pillow made of fern, warm green sun-soaked bed. Actually bed is the resting place, but here the poet falls fast asleep on the ferny floor in the midst of natural surroundings that acts like a pillow. অর্থাৎ এখানে সৈনিকটি সেই প্রকৃতির মধ্যে যে ফার্ন ঘাসে যে বিশ্রামাগার, সেখানে তার মাথা রেখে শায়িত আছে। যেমন করে বিছানায় হলো শায়িত থাকার জায়গা। His feet among the flowers. It reminds us that the season is spring and the valley looks very bright and beautiful. The feet of the soldier is casually stretched amid blooming wildflower. হ্যাঁ, এখানে বসন্ত ঋতুর ইঙ্গিত রয়েছে এবং প্রকৃতি একেবারে সুন্দর অপরূপ, বাট the soldier's feet among the mutilated flowers indicate a touch of irony. কিন্তু সৈনিকের যে পা যেগুলো ছিন্ন ভিন্ন ফুলের মধ্যে ছড়িয়ে, সেটা যেন একটি বিদ্রূপের ইঙ্গিত দিচ্ছে। Nature keep him warm, he may catch cold. The poet affectionately addresses the nature to give some warmth to the dead soldier. কবি এখানে প্রকৃতিকেও সেই তরুণ সৈনিকের জন্য একটু উষ্ণতা দান করতে বলছে। It is also an ironical overtone. এটিও একটি বিদ্রূপেরই ছোঁয়া। In the poem Asleep in the Valley, Arthur Rimbaud describes a small green valley surrounded by mountains. A stream meanders through it in a leisurely pace, reflecting the dazzling rays of the sun. From the mountain tops. During this atmosphere, there is a young soldier who lies open-mouthed, resting his head on the ferny pillow. He is fast asleep and stretched himself among the heavy undergrowth. He looks pale in the green, warm, sun-soaked bed, with his feet placed among the valley flowers. But the young soldier sleeps with the hint of a frank smile on his lips. That is full of innocence. Rimbaud feels tenderly that the soldier lying in the raw air may catch cold. That's why he addresses the nature to keep him warm. But a closer view reveals the twin bullet wounds in his side. Though the young soldier seems to be sleeping, yet he is actually a casualty of war. So, the readers, you will Notice that this poem is full of horrors and tragedy of war and an ironical overtone also. Actually, this poem is the ultimate instance of two contrasting elements, that is life and death. Generally, soldiers go to the battlefield and die prematurely. And here, that is highlighted through the young soldier who is nothing but a casualty of war. We, the readers, feel pity and sympathy to the soldier who is victimized. That's all. I think the lesson will be effective, meant for you. Any comment is welcomed. Thank you.